Howdy crew. Was walking on this side of the rig, the passenger side of the rig, and noticed one of my quick connects was gone for my propane hose. So I'm gonna go replace it and fix it so it don't come off again. Let's get to it. Howdy crew, I'm William Morris, President and CEO of the Welding Cowboy Corporation, certified licensed welder and owner-operator of a welding rig based out of Los Angeles, California. On here I'll be going over welding knowledge, what it's like to own and operate a welding rig, welding blueprints, welding math, welding equipment, and so much more. Welcome to the channel. I'm William Morris, the Welding Cowboy. Pulling this out a little bit, it looks like everything else was tight. I know I had this tight because I was using multiple crescent wrenches, just getting it nice and tight. I did some research, and for propane hoses to prevent extra leakage, you can use yellow Teflon tape. And the reason you're not supposed to use white is because it could be flammable for some reason or something like that. But anyways, the yellow Teflon tape is what's supposed to be used for any gasoline, propane, petroleum-based, whatever that's being transferred, liquid, air, what have you. So I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect all the propane connections and put the yellow Teflon tape in there because it was probably just getting loose going down the road, which I don't know why. I know I tighten the heck out of these things, but I'm just gonna do that for extra security and to make sure there's no leakage and hopefully keep it extra tight. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so here's the set I picked up at MTV. I have another set already, but I want to keep that as a spare. Yes, these sets are over $100 each, but it is worth it because I want to have an extra one that I always have on hand and make sure it fits. Remember, it is a fuel, so that is a left-hand thread, so that is great, and it can turn perfect. Now I have my yellow Teflon tape. I'm going to go ahead and read this out, just so you'll know. For use on threaded joints of metal pipe, not exceeding 1 1/2 inch pipe. In assemblies handling gasoline, petroleum, oils, propane, butane, naphtha, benzene, kerosene, natural gas, pressure not over 100 psi. A minimum of 4 full wraps is required, and the rest is just technicalities. So 4 full wraps. I did pick this up at Home Depot. It was about $4. So go ahead and get this crescent ready for this side, and this crescent's already ready. This side pretty much. Alright, that shouldn't be going anywhere. Perfect. And just double check that it does. That's on just fine. Make sure it just is good on multiple connections, just to double check. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one off, as well as the one that's on the reels itself, and get those done. I've been twisting this one a lot by hand and nothing happened. It didn't tighten, didn't loosen, so I believe that one's pretty good for right now. I did this one, and then I did this one as well as this one. The oxygen ones were all good, so I'm not taking those off to put the white Teflon on right now. Should I see line loss or anything like that, then I'll do something with them with the regular Teflon. I'll have it on hand in the rig, so if there's something out in the field that has an issue, then of course I will address it. But as long as there's no line loss while it's just constant pressure in there, then that's how I know those should be fine. Everything else looks great. and just nice and tight. So make sure your fuel threads, you do turn to the left. I know some folks have a hard time remembering that, which is nothing wrong with that. As always emphasize to all my students and my punks, you have a fuel line, so something that's going to start a flame, it goes to the left. Instead of righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, it's lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. So anything that has flame, whether it be acetylene, propane, propylene, anything like that, it has a left-hand thread. So make sure to tighten it going counterclockwise instead of clockwise. I always want to emphasize that. And just for all y'all that are getting into welding, getting into fields that have anything fuel related with a hose like this, y'all want to turn it left to tighten it.